Hey guys, what's going on? So this is a full face of drugstore makeup, believe it or not. And if you want to learn how to achieve this look, all you gotta do is stay tuned. Okay. So we're gonna start this tutorial out with one of two primers. I'm not really sure. I'm not the biggest fan of mixing primers, but it can be done. It definitely can be done. I have never used this matte lock primer, so I should probably go ahead and try this. But I also kind of want to use a little bit of this Revitalift Miracle Blur because this is one of my favorite textures of primer. It smooths out lines, pores. It's really great if you have indentations in your face because it's like that thick, really plushy kind of feel. So what I think I'll do is I will use a little bit of the matte through my forehead and my nose, and then in my porous area, I'm gonna go in with the Revitalift Miracle Blur because this is definitely an all-time favorite. So this is the matte lock, and it's more of a moisturizer texture, which I don't mind at all. I'm gonna try not to get makeup in my eyebrows today because as you can see, my eyebrows are dermablended. What is it called? Microbladed. My eyebrows are microbladed and they are very easily covered by makeup. And the lady who did them did such a good job that I hate to have to redesign them because she did a great job. She used a map on my face, one of those rulers. I'm bad at math, but you guys know what I mean. So now I'm gonna go in with the Revitalift Miracle Blur. I'm gonna put that in my under eye and across my cheeks for the pores and texture of it all. Ooh, it's so plush. Yes, ooh. Oh my God, that feels nice. These are the 6 colors that I have here. I am gonna use color 535. I'm gonna use that all over, but I do wanna show you some of the other colors just in case you guys ever wanted to check this out. If you haven't already, I'm tardy to the party on this for sure. Nope. This is the darkest shade. This is 545, which is a beautiful deep ebony shade. It's a little bit more on the cool side. I really like this because it could be used for a contour and it's really, really deep. And it's a really unique time because I remember when I used to be like the darkest shade of foundation in the drugstore. If I ever had to send anybody to the store to get foundation for me and they were like, what color? I'd be like, just get the darkest one. And now it's not the case anymore, and that's awesome. So this is color 520 that I'm gonna show you right here. And this is probably the color that I would use for my center color. It's also a little bit more on the cool side, more of like a honey kind of, a honey shade because it has some warm properties, but mostly cool. I'm gonna show you 540. And could also possibly work for me, but it might be a shade deep and it might read cool on my skin because generally I'm warm, and we'll talk about that more in 1 second. So this is 530, which is a nice, beautiful, warm, deep brown. That looks really good. 530. It's between 530 and 535 for me. And then this color is 525, which is a nice, beautiful, warm shade. Kind of similar to this one. As you can see, this one has more yellow and this one has more red. There you go. Beautiful shade. Could possibly also be a contender for my center tone. So I'm going to be a toss-up between 530 and 535, and I definitely want to use 525 in my center. Now for the test. Now I'm looking at 530 and 535, and I think I'm gonna go with 535 because it does appear to be a smidge deeper, but it also appears to be a tiny bit warmer. And I really don't prefer cool shades on my skin. I definitely can make it work, especially if I go throughout the center with a warmer shade, but I do prefer an overall warmer tone. This is 530 on my cheek. Let me show you what 535 looks like. No, I actually think that 530 is gonna be a little bit of a better shade. It definitely blends in better when it comes out through the draw. So I'm gonna go on with 530. If that doesn't work, I'll do another tutorial using 535. So I've decided to go in with 530 and blend it out. It has like, or is that my baby wipe? I was gonna say it smells like baby powder, but no, I think it's a foundation and not my wipe. looks really good so far. I'm gonna keep this on the outer. Is it a smidge too dark? I'm gonna keep this on my outer face because it is a darker tone. Wow. Let's just go with it. It's darker than I like, but it is a great undertone. It's not making me look too red. Put it here. Going with the rest of my body. It actually looks good. So as you can see, it's a little bit darker, but you guys know that I'm gonna go through the center. This is color 520, which is a tiny bit cooler than I would like. But we're gonna make this work, okay? We're gonna make this work, honey. And I meant to do my eyeshadow first. Now this is a good way for you guys to see the difference between warm and cool. This is a cool face of foundation. The foundation was kind of cool, and then the center color is also kind of cool. It does not look bad. It does not look... Can you see my face and you see my chest? You see how my chest is a little bit more on the yellow tone side? And I say that sparingly, you guys. I know I'm not yellow, take it easy. But I'm definitely warm. You know, over the years I have definitely become more aware of the fact that I am indeed more of a golden shade. But it's cool. This foundation feels beautiful on my skin and it looks really good. But I'm not surprised because Lancome and L'Oreal are sister companies, and we all know that Lancome is perhaps, if not one of the best foundation companies on earth. So honestly, while this is not 100%, it's at least a good 85. It's decent. It feels really, really good on my skin. It feels like an expensive foundation. It's not too heavy. Like you guys seen, I did the IT Cosmetics a day or so ago, and that foundation, heavy duty. You don't need a lot of it. And also make sure to use the right color because it's so pigmented. It's not the kind of foundation that will just blend in and sit in the background. It kind of takes the forefront. So if you need heavy coverage, I would go with that. But this one, I'm really feeling like I need to do some things with it. Give me the goods. Oh, child, you're doing a lot. I'm gonna go in with this True Match and kind of just, ooh, hi. Yeah, just brighten up the center a little bit so I don't look so reddish. This foundation, this concealer looks a lot lighter in this little tube than it actually comes out, which is very pleasing. Yeah. I just wanted to, and this is a neutral tone. I just wanted to bring down some of this redness. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in with a fatter, this is NYX brush. I really love NYX brushes when it comes to drugstore brushes. I think they're some of the best. Yeah, that definitely helped to tone down some of that reddish tone. It looks beautiful on the skin. It really, really does. And I'm a big fan of both primers. The matte lock really went up there, and I could feel it automatically making my skin a little bit more flat. It took some of the shine away, which can also help if you have texture in your skin. And then the Miracle Blur is just big, and it's been big for a long time. I love Real Technique brushes. I really do. I always have. They were a hit from inception. I like it. I like it. It came together, and so far I'm using all L'Oreal products, which is really impressive. So now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna set my foundation, and because I do have somewhat of a lighter toned powder, I'm gonna go in and use that because that's gonna also help to offset the oxidization from being too heavy. I don't recommend you set your foundation with foundation, if that makes any sense. I usually recommend you guys use a true setting powder, a true translucent setting powder, and sometimes they do come with a color, but they don't offer coverage. But I am gonna go in with a little bit of this infallible powder because I have experience with it, and it really lays nicely on the skin. And I feel like products under the same name generally work really well together. So we're gonna go in and we're going to use this. The color that I'm using is Golden Beige. This has been one of my favorite tones of powders for a while when it comes to setting my T-zone and stuff like that. It offers a little bit of brightness, but it still has enough warmth to it to not make it ashy, and also not make you look like you try and make yourself look lighter, basically. You keep it real blunt. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in, and this is the L'Oreal powder in W10 True Match, and I'm just gonna take a little bit, well, I'm gonna take enough on the brush to kind of coat my brush a little bit, knock it off and knock it into the brush a little bit, and kind of feather away the powder. That powder is a tiny bit deeper, and I'm just doing that to make sure there's no edges of demarcation. And I didn't want to go in with that paler powder because I didn't want to set my whole entire face over with a pale powder. So now I'm going to go in with another L'Oreal True Match powder, and I want to say that this is the darkest. I want to say that this is Cocoa. I'm not 100% sure, but I will have the information in the bottom bar. And I'm going to use this as somewhat as a contour bronzer powder. I'm not sure if this is going to show up as dark as I want it to, and it does. And I'm just going to use that and feather up and just feather it across my cheeks as a contour and slight bronzer. It's really easy to get caught up in hating a product because it doesn't match you 100% of the way. But with a lot of drugstore products, with a lot of more inexpensive products, sometimes you have to tweak it. You have to work with it. You have to get a concealer to offset this, to offset that. And I know ideally it's like, no, it should be perfect. It should match me perfectly. No, I'm mad. I'm pissed. They're canceled. Girl, you are way too beautiful. You are way too fearfully created to think that some chemical company can come up with everybody's shade. Personally, I take it as a compliment. You can't bottle this. You can't bottle this. So don't get mad, you know what I'm saying? Make it work or move on to a different company. I do think that they could offer a few more in-between shades that are a tiny bit less red and a little bit more warm in the deep area. But this came together, if I do say so myself. I like it. So we're gonna now go in and do brows, and I do have a L'Oreal product for my brows. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in Dark Brunette. And I'm just gonna use that to pipe out my brows a little something. Yeah, your booty can't be bottled. Your beauty can't be bottled. Everyone's beauty can't be bottled. I don't want y'all guys to take it so personally. Don't take it so personal. Don't take it personal. Baby, don't. Didn't know I have vocals. There's things about me you guys don't know. Deal with it. God. Didn't know I could blow. Got more slaps than Aretha. So, just gonna go in and do some strokes. Very lightly. I'm not going for a piped out brow. I just want to add some hair strokes and add some strength with a U and an M and a P and a H, strength, to my brow to frame my face and eyes. I will allow a few bits of skin to peek through because I don't naturally have the world's thickest eyebrows, and I also think it just adds a little human touch to your brows. Like, I like a thick block brow, you know what I'm saying? Like all the way thick with product, no skin showing through, especially for a night out on the town. But during the day, I like a little human touch to my makeup. I hate to be walking around during the day and get a glimpse of my face and I'm beat down, like beat down. There's nothing wrong with it, but sometimes I just be like, girl, why? Because you're so pretty. You know, I don't always look to alter what it is I have, just enhance. And sometimes I'll alter it, you know, but most of the times I just try to enhance, you know, what it is that I've already been given. Hey, Jazzy. As we go on, we remember. Who remembers Vitamin C? Oh my God, I'm telling my age. I Googled that song and I found it. I wasn't alive when that song came out. I went to one of my cousin's graduations and their school sung that. Her little badass wasn't allowed to sing with the rest of the people because she was bad. But she did graduate, but my aunt was mad. My mom was mad she went to the graduation and get to see her baby walk. I was like, well, she's bad. She's staying ISS. Too bad. This is honestly a really good little brow pencil. How you like the red hair with the green nails? Complementary colors. I've been told y'all about that, but y'all don't listen to me. With a little bit of the concealer. Honestly, this concealer is a little bit of a superhero. I'm not a big fan of drugstore concealer, as you guys may notice. I don't use a lot of drugstore concealers. This is not too bad. My eyebrow is like all the way winged out, running off my face. There's like no actual arch right now today. What are you doing? I don't like that. Right about here, there should be an arch coming down. You getting redesigned. You played yourself. Congratulations. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, this concealer is not half bad. I think I stopped messing with drugstore concealer ever since y'all tried to say that Fit Me is a dupe for NARS Creamy Radiance. A heck no. Play yourself much? No. But I mean, it's whatever. It's an alternative, I guess. Y'all be trying to say everything is a dupe. I disagree. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go in with a 24K nudes from Maybelline, and I'm going to go in with this deep kind of brownish green color and the black. And then I'm gonna also use a little bit of this Loreal Brown color. This is in the color Quartz Fumes. Yeah, and we're gonna do like a little bit of a, you know, like a little bit of a day smoky. This is gonna be really quick and easy. I'm gonna start out with that green kind of color, and I do have a little bit of foundation on my eye, enough to hold the color, enough to make it pop. This is gonna be like a daylight smoky situation, so I'm not gonna put on a ton of primer, but rock with me because we're gonna make it work. I should have done my eyes first, but this foundation looks good. Whoever says otherwise, I don't know. Drop a pin. I'm gonna start by wiggling it into place. Oh, this is like more pigmented than I expected. So I'm just wiggling that into place before I blend it. I don't want it to fall too much. Now I'm just going around and softening the edges. So now I'm gonna go in with some of that black from the Maybelline 24K palette. And I'm going to focus that right low in the crease. Very low. If you have a hard time using one makeup brush for a look, don't feel the need to do it because I am. I'm just doing it because I wanted to use my little NYX brushes. And this is the only blending brush. And generally I'm lazy when it comes to that kind of thing. So we'll do that. Going in again with that black and keeping it low. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the brown on my finger, honey. And this is a L'Oreal color called Smoky Quartz Fumes. I'm taking that on my lid and into my crease to make my lid look a little bit bigger. And the reason I use my finger is because that was kind of a creamy color, and creamy works better on your fingers. All right guys, so as you can see, the eyes are done. I am gonna go in with a little bit of this infallible color, and this is called Brown. You know, very unique brown. And I'm going to line my eyes, waterline and lash line, and then I'm going to smoke it out with a deep brown from the Maybelline palette. Before going in with the eyeshadow, I am going to take it on the brush by itself and just smoke it. Dipping into a little bit of the eyeshadow from Maybelline, that dark brown that I used first in my crease. I'm quickly gonna go in with some highlighter, and the highlighter is from Milani. I'm gonna probably go in with a little bit of these first two tones. You guys know that this is my favorite kind of highlight tone, but this is actually really pretty as well. If you have brown skin, it's almost gonna look invisible. So I'm gonna go in with these two. Quickly swipe, very lightly. I like my highlighter kind of understated. Oh, for lips. So for lips, I am gonna go in with an oldie but a goodie, a Revlon color that I've been wearing for years, Mink, and I'm gonna line that with brown. Okay guys, as you can see, I went in, fixed my hair a little bit. We got this really cute little simple makeup look going on. Now I'm gonna go in with some Ardell 105s. These are less popular than the Wispies, but I thought they would look really cute for everyday wear and really natural. So I'm gonna go ahead, pop them on. They have a really thin band and they look really, really natural. Like, you probably can't even see them that well. I'm gonna put some mascara on them though. So for mascara, I'm going in with a little bit of Lash Paradise. Not only to join the fake lashes with my little real baby lashes, but to also give the fake lashes a little bit more life. They are very natural. Alright guys, so this is the final look. All information on products that I use, including this hair, all makeup, this necklace, everything will be in the bottom bar. I really think this look came together. You guys were raving about this L'Oreal 24-hour Freshwear foundation with good reason. This is really pretty. It wears like a high-end foundation. It feels light on my skin. The products just work so well together, especially the primer, complexion, concealer aspect of this whole look. I'm absolutely impressed, like super impressed, like for real, for real. Like, look, it all came together. I was so nervous in the beginning, so are you, so are you. Some of y'all watched the first 5 minutes of this tutorial and clicked off like, she don't know what she's doing. Yes, I do. Told you, I'm always right. No, but I absolutely love how this came out. I think the smoky eye is really pretty and kind of intense, but still safe for day. It only has 2 or 3 colors. I really like the Maybelline 24K nudes. I also like the Maybelline Rock Nude collection. I always use these palettes when I do drugstore makeup, so I'll have the information on these as well in the bottom bar. I think this is a really well put together palette for drugstore. You got plenty of transition colors. They could probably use like maybe like an orange in there, take out one of these like super pale tones, but really impressed by this palette. You guys know that I've been a fan of Revlon lipsticks since the beginning of time. Okay, and I just love how the look came together. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them in the bottom bar. I will let you guys know as the day goes on how this foundation wears, but it looks so good right now, and I've already had it on for like an hour. I really like it. As you can see how I'm acting, honey. I like my hair, I like my nails, I like everything right now. And I hope you guys do too. As always, I want to thank you so much for commenting, rating, and subscribing. I'll be in touch, and hopefully you'll do the same. Bye, guys.